Silverbrook was the kind of town where people left their doors unlocked, where everyone knew everyone. That's why it sent shockwaves through the community when Lillian Carter, a beloved nurse at Silverbrook Memorial Hospital, vanished without a trace. Lillian was last seen on October 15th. Her shift was due to start at 7 a.m., but she never arrived. Concerned colleagues called her phone repeatedly, only to be met with silence. Her roommate, Samantha Marsh, reported her missing by midday when she realized Lillian's bed hadn't been slept in. But the most unsettling detail? Her car was still parked in the driveway, as if she had never left home. Detectives were dispatched to Lillian's house. There were no signs of forced entry or struggle. Her belongings, phone, purse, keys, were missing, suggesting she had left voluntarily. But why? Surveillance footage from a nearby gas station provided the first clue. At 10:15 p.m. the night before her disappearance, Lillian's car pulled into the lot. She stepped out, glancing over her shoulder. A dark-colored sedan arrived moments later, stopping beside her. She approached the driver's side, and then she was gone. Detectives focused on Lillian's inner circle. Her recent breakup with Dr. Evan Whitmore, a respected surgeon, immediately raised suspicions. Colleagues described their relationship as tumultuous. A nurse recalled overhearing a heated argument between them days before. She was telling him to own up to his mistakes, the nurse said. He looked furious. Evan was questioned. He admitted they had spoken that night. She wanted to talk, he said. I told her we'd discuss it later, but she was persistent. He insisted he had nothing to do with her disappearance, claiming he had been home all night. Without concrete evidence, detectives turned to Lillian's phone records. A series of late-night texts from an unknown number caught their attention. Unknown? Are you sure you want to go through with this? Lillian, I have no choice. We need to talk. Unknown, meet me at the usual place. 10 p.m. Was Evan lying? Or was someone else involved? A forensic sweep of Lillian's car uncovered a crucial clue, a crumpled note under the passenger seat. Written in Lillian's handwriting, it read, Meet me at the lake. It's about the baby. Detectives pulled Lillian's medical records. The shocking revelation: she had been pregnant, but there was no record of a child. Had she miscarried? Or had something worse happened? Armed with this new information, detectives revisited Evan. His reaction was telling. His face paled and his hands trembled. She never told me, he whispered, but his body language screamed guilt. Under mounting pressure, Evan cracked. He admitted to meeting Lillian at the lake, but insisted it was an accident. She accused me of abandoning her. We argued. She tripped and hit her head. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Evan's confession led police to Silverbrook Lake. Divers were deployed, and hours later, Lillian's body was recovered. But the autopsy revealed something chilling. She hadn't drowned. She had been strangled. Faced with irrefutable evidence, Evan finally admitted the truth. He had panicked when Lillian revealed she was pregnant. She threatened to tell everyone. My career, my reputation. It would have been over. He lost control, his hands tightening around her throat until she stopped struggling. Then, he dumped her body in the lake, hoping the water would erase his crime. Evan Whitmore was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. At trial, his defense team argued it was a crime of passion, a moment of weakness. But the jury saw through his excuses. He was sentenced to life in prison. Silverbrook mourned the loss of Lillian Carter. A mural was painted on the side of the hospital, capturing her kindness and dedication. A scholarship was established in her name, ensuring her legacy lived on. But for those who knew and loved her, justice felt bittersweet. Lillian had devoted her life to saving others, yet no one had been there to save her. And in the quiet town of Silverbrook, the memory of Nurse Lillian Carter would never fade.